I am going to show you my entire minimalist wardrobe. Now this is my real wardrobe. This is all 4 seasons, including the gross things I wear when I'm cleaning and those things I wear once I'm done with the day and just want to chill out and relax. So I'm going to show you how I curated a wardrobe that I absolutely love on a shoestring budget. I am a girl who loves numbers, so not only am I going to show you exactly what I have in my wardrobe, but I'm going to tell you how much it costs and how you can have a wardrobe that you adore on a very small budget that can take up a very small space. Okay guys, now I know that I am definitely not a fashion vlogger at all. It's not really my area of expertise, and we all live in completely different situations. I live in Australia. It's hot almost all year round, so although this is 4 seasons, we live in a very mild climate. I also know that all of us are wonderful, different shapes and sizes. I am a very small person. I am extremely short and I have no shape whatsoever. So my wardrobe is curated for me. But as I go through, I'm going to show you what you can do to work out what clothes suit you, what are the things that you love and feel comfortable with, and how to get them super cheap. Let's start with the things that I wear all the time. I love jeans. Jeans are my absolute favorite. Jeans, mom, jeans. I wear them like probably 10 months out of the year. Unless it's super duper hot, chances are I'm wearing jeans. Now, I also have a few other pairs of long pants. These are like a thick legging, and these are like a jegging, and these are my jeans. I also have another 2 pairs that are in the wash right now, but these are my absolute favorite. The reason I love jeans is because they are flattering on me. They are also super versatile. I can dress them up or dress them down, and they are available at every single thrift store. So I have a pair of Levi's, and then almost every other pair of jeans I own are from JJ's that I got from thrift stores, and they are the show-off cut. So that is just the cut that looks best on me, and that is one of my top tips for jeans. If you find a cut that you look great in and that you feel great in, go with that. It doesn't matter what brand it is. I do love my Levi's, but this light color is really hard to keep clean. And so all of these I picked up for $5 or less. One pair I actually bought from JJ's, which is an Australian store, but every other pair of jeans I own, I got from the op shop. Our op shops do some great half price sales, particularly on jeans. So if you are looking to pick up jeans, this is something you can really easily get at an op shop, and it's a great place to start. Now, something I wear a little less often is skirts. Now, obviously denim skirts are one of my favorites. I'm wearing one right now, and this is a Wrangler skirt that I just adore. I also got it from a thrift store. It was $2. My thrift store has half price sales all the time, and so I go in and have a look for what's on sale and see what I can get. I really don't care about brands, whether it's fast fashion, big box stores, or some of the higher end. If I like the style and the color, I will buy it. This skirt is really fun. I like it because I can wear it in the summer or the winter. And when I'm buying clothes, I'm constantly thinking about how are all the different ways I can wear this. Now, my sort of more dressy skirts, I don't wear as often, obviously, but I still like to have them as part of my wardrobe. And I think that's something that gets a little bit lost in a minimalist wardrobe, is this idea that we should be wearing all of the things all of the time. And for me, that's just not practical. I'm home with my kids most days, and so I need to be wearing jeans and super comfortable. If you've watched my videos, you might never have seen me in a skirt because I'm usually cleaning or doing a project. But I do love to have these in my wardrobe, so on the days where I'm going out for a date with my husband or going to church or out for dinner, these are the things I will go to, and it's great to have them in my wardrobe even if I'm not wearing them every single week. Okay, let's talk about tops. Now, I get cold very, very easily. Yes, I live in the tropics, but I still get cold. And so I like to have my shoulders covered most of the time, particularly if I'm going somewhere that's going to have air conditioning. That's just how I look. And because I know this about myself, that's something I look for when I'm looking for tops. I look for stuff that's going to cover my shoulder. Now, this won't be the same for you, but whatever that quirky thing is that makes you feel more comfortable, totally do it. And then once you've made the mental note that this is what you like, it's so much easier when you're out shopping to find items that are going to work with you for a long time. I'm now at the point in my minimalist wardrobe where I can sort of just replace items rather than trying to curate it from scratch. And if you are at that point, you know what I'm talking about. So I also like to have a little bit of my personality. So some of my favorite t-shirts are from a podcast that I love. My favorite movie is Ghostbusters.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
So having some things in your wardrobe that are a reflection of you. If you love bright colors, if you love movies, if you are funny and want to have things that will make people laugh on your t-shirts, I think you should totally do it. And you know what? There are some ingenious ways you can dress up or dress down, a pop culture shirt. I think all of this is such a fun way to add a little bit of yourself to your wardrobes. Now, of course, some of these t-shirts cost me a little bit more because they were merch, but most of them came from the thrift store. This is a H&M top. I love it. It has a high neckline, which means in the winter I can pair it with a coat. I got this for $2 from the thrift store, along with this one. Now this one is actually from Kmart, so that's just like, I know that some countries don't have Kmart, but it's kind of like Walmart. And this one actually comes down my arm a little bit. It's gray, it goes with everything. It was $1 and I just love it. Now I have the benefit of being so small that I actually still fit into children's clothes. So a lot of my clothes actually come from the kids section. I can pick up pieces for 50 cents. Now I can guarantee you, apart from the merch shirts that I own, everything else in my wardrobe cost me less than $10. I either bought it on clearance or I bought it at a thrift store. Now, I understand that your style might be completely different to mine, but there is ways to find really good quality clothes that are a great fit at these sorts of places, or waiting for them to come on sale when they're out of season is a great way to curate a wardrobe that you're gonna love. Moving on to some of the other tops I have, these are like singlet tops or tank tops, and I have a few that are a little bit nicer looking that I can either pair with a skirt or jeans to dress up. I can also wear these to a business meeting if I need to, and a couple of singlet tops. Because I have vitiligo, which is where the pigment in your skin goes away, I'm very cautious about being out in the sun. So I don't own that many singlet tops, even though I live in the tropics. But I do have a few for those really hot days. These also are great because I can pair them with a pair of jeans or chuck a cardigan over the top. And I'm always looking for things that I can mix and match. Now, I know for a fact that all of these things were thrifted and they were all probably less than $5. Some of them, including this gorgeous one from Dottie, it has a really great little peplum skirt type look to it, which for me, because I am so small, I look for things that give me some shape where I don't naturally have it. And so for me, when I'm looking, I'm not looking necessarily at colors or different, like what's hot right now. I look for things that I know are a good silhouette on me. And so whatever that looks like for you, that's a great way to start shopping, because then you're not going to be a slave to this season's fashion and you're going to feel comfortable and gorgeous all the time. Moving into my longer sleeve clothes. Now, even though we don't get very much of a winter here, I do feel cold a lot of the time. So having some of these sort of lightweight items that I can add layers to is a really great option for me. I know it doesn't work for everyone, but that's why this is what my wardrobe is made up of. And you can mix and match out these sorts of things for what's going to work for you. Now, again, this comes back to shape. I absolutely adore the shape of this top. It has a scoop at the back, which then means that my vitiligo at the front is covered, and it has this nice piece of interest at the back, and it creates a really nice silhouette. I got this for $2. I think it's actually a Guess top, but this sort of thing, it comes into op shops all the time, and if you're out there looking and you know what you're looking for, you will come across these again and again. And I actually turn them down because now I have a lot of these things already, but I do still see them out there. Cardigans are another great option for me. I like these in sort of neutral tones, browns, grays, blacks. I don't find them as often as I need to. So if I found a black cardigan, I would totally buy it now. But all of these things thrifted, again, Probably these ones were less than $2 each, and so they're a great way to sort of fill out your wardrobe, and you can mix and match those things as it gets cooler and to create new looks that you haven't worn before. I think it is so important to have some clothes that are just what you feel comfortable in. When I get home and I put on this sweater, I know that I'm done for the day. I can relax. If I'm feeling unwell, having some clothes that are like my go-to comfort home clothes are an absolute must. And I think that sometimes when you look at minimalist wardrobes, we don't talk about this. We don't talk about the grungy stuff you wear at home, but this can totally make up, depending on how much time you're at home, either a big or small part of your wardrobe. But definitely having a couple of pieces that are just warm, cozy, or comfortable, whether it's old band t-shirts, whatever is what you feel comfortable in, definitely adding some of these. This one was a hand-me-down from my sister, and this one I got on sale for $5 from H&M, so it doesn't have to be expensive, and it might have even been stuff that you did wear before and then it sort of retired to home clothes, but I think that they definitely have their place even in a minimalist wardrobe. Okay, let's talk jackets and jumpers. I really like to have a jacket just in case I get cold or it gets hot. It's really easy to take it off, and then layering them over jumpers is a great option for me in our weather here. Now, all of these have been thrifted for almost next to nothing. Now, one of the things that I have found is that chunky knits tend to look like I am drowning in a sea of fabric. So finding something that works for you where you can get the same effect. This is a cropped jumper for me. And so because I am small, it makes it look way less like I'm just wearing a giant sheep on me, and it looks kind of cute with jeans. And so finding those sorts of pieces that complement you within that look that you like is a great way of getting what you want without compromising on your specific size. So I love all of these jumpers. Again, super cheap. This one, actually, this pink one, I picked up at Kmart in the kids section for $2 in their off-season sale. So just be keeping an eye out and keeping a list of those things that you don't currently have in your wardrobe. That way, when you see them, you'll know that you can grab them, and it doesn't matter if you can't wear them till next year. As an adult, your size doesn't really change that often and that quickly. Guys, this is my absolute pride and joy. This is a Burberry jacket that I picked up from the op shop. Well, that's what we call a thrift store here in Australia. And I think it would be hundreds of dollars. I would hope that people wouldn't pay thousands of dollars for a jacket, but maybe it is a authentic Burberry jacket that was $10. This is called a riding crop because at the back it has this cute little riding peplum on it, and it is just my absolute favorite jacket. It is dry clean only, so I don't wear it if I know it's going to get wet, but I just love wearing it with jeans, pairing it with a skirt. I don't even want to know how much it costs, but I absolutely love it, and I was blown away that I was able to find it at a thrift store. And I know that stuff like this is out there all the time. I watch eBay resellers showing their finds, but this one I was happy to pick up for my own collection. Okay, so these are my 4 dresses. I don't wear these all the time. Again, I'm home with my kids most of the time, but to be honest, if I'm invited to a wedding or if I need something for a meeting, the last thing I want to be doing is going out shopping. And so having some things on hand that I know I can go to anytime that I've got something, if I need a meeting or for a church or for a special occasion. This gorgeous dress was $5. It's from Zara, and I just love it. It's that real vintage look. And again, for me, I love that vintage silhouette, whether it's a pencil skirt or nice shaping, all of that is kind of my jam. So I'm looking for that over and over again. And once you know whatever that is for you, you'll know exactly what to look for. So the reason I sort of differ from a lot of minimalists when it comes to a minimalist wardrobe, I actually advocate for having some of these items that you wear rarely in your wardrobe, because if you are thrifting to find what you want, or if you have a really clear vision about what your style is, you may not be able to just go out to the shops and find that. And so you'll either end up spending way more to get that item right now, or you won't be able to find it, and then you'll end up settling for something that isn't you. So I think if you have clothes that you really, really love and that make you feel good and you feel comfortable in them, hang on to those and let go of anything that's no longer serving you. If it's not the right size, if you don't love it, those are the items you can let go of, and hold on to those items that maybe you wear less often, but if those events come up, you know you've got the thing right there in your wardrobe ready to go. Now, I hang most of my clothes, but I do fold obviously my shorts, and I keep just 3 pairs of shorts. I wash every single day, so this is absolutely fine. And in summer, it's super quick and easy to get clothes dry. So I have 2 pairs of denim shorts and this one little pair of pattern shorts, and I can mix and match these with almost every top I have in my wardrobe. These all came from thrift stores. They were probably less than, to be honest, probably less than $3, and I wear them over and over again, and I will wear them till they die. And then when I know that they're coming to the end of their life with me, that's when I'll start looking for them again at the thrift store. And I have a running list of stuff that I'm looking for, so that when I'm there, I know exactly what I'm looking for, exactly what holes I have coming up. Or if I find something exceptional, I can either just add it to my wardrobe or use the 1 in and 1 out rule. And this is a great way of keeping my wardrobe really manageable whilst also always having things I love. Last but not least, I have my pajamas. Now, I love pajamas. I think that they just say home, they say comfortable. And so I think there's like up 2 pairs maybe that are on my clothesline right now, but I have about 5 pairs of pajamas, and that I can mix and match sort of warm and cool items, because we live in a temperature that kind of things can get cooler at nighttime, but you don't want it to be too hot. So having some items that are super comfortable for sleep is really important to me. And all of these things I know have been thrifted. And I know that some people have weird ideas about not buying your pajamas from a thrift store, but that doesn't bother me at all. I have these really cute Doctor Who pants, which are just something that's super comforting to me. And I don't know what it is about your personality, whether it's your favorite band or, you know, if you love dogs or cats. I think having some items in your wardrobe that are quirky and that are you is such a huge part of making a wardrobe that you really love, and that's a good reflection of your personality. So for me, I have a really good collection of pajamas that I just love, that make me feel comfortable, and I bought them, I would say, my goodness, I would probably not spend more than $1 or maybe $2 on a pair of pajamas, and then I can wear them till death, and then when they run out, I'll find another pair at the thrift store. Thrifting is such a great way to build your wardrobe for so many reasons, but one of them being that it's more than just what's fashionable right now. So if you are like me and you sort of tend to like a more vintage vibe, you can find things in thrift stores that maybe are a modern reproduction or are vintage inspired or are real vintage that you can go and get that you wouldn't be able to just walk into a store and grab. So this means that you can get items really cheaply, get items that are a great reflection of you, whether it is that you like a specific silhouette like me. I love pencil skirts, I love fitted tops, I love high-waisted jeans, and I know that about myself. So knowing your style is going to be a game changer for building out a wardrobe that you love. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing my wardrobe, and I would love to hear from you down in the comments. What are your go-tos when you are looking to build out your wardrobe?